Over the years, a lot of small businesses have developed their own systems of communicating. But now there's a better way. Meet the Merlin system from AT&T. Merlin's a telephone, an intercom, a conference caller, and has dozens of features you can select. So Merlin can grow as your small business grows. Call about Merlin. AT&T Information Systems, when you've got to be right.
No matter what kind of day I've had, my family's got a right to a good meal.
We agree. That's why Kentucky Fried Chicken original recipe is made tender and juicy the Colonel's special way.
And that's not all.
Yep, you've got a right to fresh coleslaw and buttermilk biscuits made from scratch.
You've got a right to chicken done right.
And the right to a night out of the kitchen.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Beautiful hair. I wonder how old she is.
Over 40 and proud of it.
Now there's no age limit to looking good. Now there's Affinity, the first shampoo created for hair over 40.
You'll notice the difference immediately.
Affinity actually helps reduce breaking and thinning. Affinity brings back body, leaves hair shiny and full of life. Try Affinity shampoo.
Now there's no age limit to looking good.
If you've got sinus trouble, good news. There's maximum strength Sinutab II, no drowsiness formula, with maximum decongestant, maximum pain reliever, and not a thing to make you drowsy.
Tastes so good.
I really am surprised that it's a sugarless gum.
Taste the one.
The taste of this Trident gum is good enough that I would chew this instead of a sugared gum.
Taste the one that'll bring you over to sugarless gum.
For 1985, Colt, the Japanese car famous for quality, economy, and performance, now comes with a great new addition, 4 doors.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
The Colt is imported for Dodge and Plymouth and built by Mitsubishi in Japan.
Sayonara.
Colt, it's all the Japanese you need to know.
Hurry. Hurry.
Now you can move beyond Theragram M, beyond Myadec, beyond Centrum. Now there's one that has it all.
The one that has it all. One a day, maximum.
All essential vitamins are here. Even vitamin K.
Maximum.
All the minerals in the U.S. RDA are here too. And more.
Maximum. The one that has it all. One a day, maximum.
The only thing I think about is my hair.
Vidal Sassoon, hair care consultant for the athletes of the 1984 Olympic Games.
There comes a point in every workday when you want a great tasting cup of coffee. That's why you need the new Mr. Coffee. Because only Mr. Coffee has ultronic brewing, a space-age system that brews the most perfect cup of coffee on this planet or any other.
NBC Sunday Night at the Movies returns following these messages.
Monday, an all-new Bloopers show lights up with Groucho Marx. Plus, Ricky Schroeder plays a practical joke on co-star Alfonso Lamiro for Monday Night Surprises. Wednesday on Highway to Heaven, a high school athlete faces a crippling tragedy.
Hey, just get out of here.
Have Jonathan's miracles failed him?
It isn't easy sometimes.
Wednesday.
Now Seiko gives you the moon in all its phases on the world's first analog quartz chronograph, and tailors gray with dashes of gold tone in a man's modern classic. To an elegant dress circle, Seiko adds a date window and creates a bold alarm chronograph to sport everywhere. At Seiko, great technology inspires great design. Seiko watches and clocks at your authorized dealer.
Available at Tower Jewelers, Hackensack, and Crone Jewelers, Freeport. A crackdown on delinquent New York City landlords. Details after the movie.
We continue with His Mistress, starring Julianne Phillips, Robert Urich, Cynthia Sykes, and Mark Shera.
Not long ago, in Paris, two American travelers were invited to dine at the home of the famed author and chef, Anne Willan.
Bonsoir.
During the course of the dinner, their hostess, the founder of Paris's La Varenne cooking school, served a very special wine she had discovered. A crisp Chablis that had won first prize in one of the world's most prestigious competitions. The guests were most complimentary and wondered if this extraordinary wine might still be available.
C'est disponible?
Je pense que oui.
Then the Americans asked where the wine might be purchased.
Anne, do you know where?
The famous chef paused and replied,
Why, I should think just about any way you like.
Gallo Chablis Blanc, the best-liked white wine ever made in America. From Chef Anne Willan.
All the best.
And from Ernest and Julio Gallo. All the best.
Watching your salt is a good idea, but it's only one source of sodium. This steak sauce has 275 milligrams per serving. This coating mix has 590. Now, Mrs. Dash takes out the salt. Introducing Mrs. Dash steak sauce with a tangy, natural taste of herbs and spices. Sizzling, savory, with no added salt. And for chicken, there's new Mrs. Dash crispy coating mix. Crispy, juicy, and salt-free. Mrs. Dash, flavor so good, you won't miss salt.
She was romantic enough to be recruited.
Okay, then it must be Joseph.
Yeah, and you're here for me, aren't you?
Naive enough to fall in love.
I leave it to your discretion how you want to play it with their emotions.
Can't you just be Joseph for tonight?
Charlie, we haven't got time.
And too innocent to realize she was being used.
We have a mission for you.
Now, I want out, and I want out now!
Diane Keaton, the little drummer girl. Rated R, now playing. Check newspapers for a theater near you.
NBC Sunday Night at the Movies returns following these messages.
From the arms race to the race for the presidency, from the Middle East to Central America, NBC News is there. Stay in touch with the world. Turn to NBC Nightly News.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is Mary Nissenson, NBC News.
Good evening. The final debate between Ronald Reagan and Walter Mondale is over, but the public debate over who won is just beginning. Salvadoran rebels attacked a power station near the capital. An Army statement said 12 soldiers and at least 30 left-wing guerrillas were killed. French filmmaker François Truffaut died in Paris today. Thunderstorms soaked the Gulf Coast for the third straight day. More than 8 inches of rain fell on Louisiana. And Anglican Bishop Desmond Tutu preached at home for the first time since winning the Nobel Peace Prize. He said South African blacks are on their way to victory and told the white minority, you're going to be overrun. I'm Mary Nissenson in New York. More news later on this NBC station.
Like the Taj Mahal. WBLS 107.5 in a class by itself.
The Taste Drive, introducing the new Bacon Double Cheeseburger Deluxe from Burger King, powered by 2 beefy flame-broiled burgers, held together with sleek twin slices of melted cheese, topped with overhead bacon for extra sizzle, and luxuriously trimmed with crisp lettuce, ripe tomato, and mayonnaise. The new Bacon Double Cheeseburger Deluxe. Taste drive it for yourself at Burger King now.
When you want to make an important long-distance call, you don't want to wait around till the rates go down. The time is now. You see, the phone company saves you some money when they want to. But Sprint saves you more money when you want to. You feel like calling, you pick up the phone every day of the week. And at night and on the weekends, when the phone company's rates are low, Sprint's are even lower. So what's the right time to call Sprint? Right now. Call Sprint. Find out about it.
Local reaction to the big debate. Story at 11.
We continue with His Mistress, starring Julianne Phillips, Robert Urich, Cynthia Sykes, and Mark Shera.
met before suddenly gives you flowers. That's Impulse, the world's favorite all-over deo fragrance.
Finally, the power of a cleanser in a foam. Scrub-free heavy-duty bathroom cleaner. The only foam that cleans as well as any powder without the scrubbing. Watch this incredible demonstration. Scrub-free actually works on contact. It cleans as well as any cleanser without scrubbing, scratching, or gritty residue on glass, tile, or porcelain. Scrub-free. Now in a large economy size.
Hi, Louise. Oh, Harry, with your cigars and these musky odors, we need new Arm & Hammer Maximum Strength Carpet Deodorizer.
For tough odors.
Works longer, costs less than these, has more odor-destroying ingredient than these combined. And while these sit on top, Arm & Hammer Carpet Deodorizer penetrates, destroys deep-down odors. Works longer, costs less.
The whole room's fresh.
Arm & Hammer Maximum Strength Floral or New Herbal Pine. Unscented or fresh light scent, too. Work better, cost less.
Breathing's tough on this job, especially with a cold. To clear up my stuffy nose fast without drowsiness, I take Sudafed.
Imagine doing that with a cold. A little while ago, my nose was stuffed up, but I got fast relief with Sudafed and no drowsiness.
How fast will Sudafed work for you? Clinical tests show Sudafed begins to unclog nasal congestion in as quick as 22 minutes without drowsiness.
With Sudafed on the job, I can stay on the job.
Sudafed. Relief begins in 22 minutes without drowsiness.
You have 5 days before the V-Day invasion begins. They're coming back.
And we're mad.
The series, all the suspense, all the action, all the romance of the miniseries.
What a charming idea.
You have 5 days until V-Day, the premiere of the series, Friday. On Santa Barbara, Augusta suspects Lionel.
Don't you believe me?
Lionel suspects Augusta.
You're not even the least bit jealous.
Who's really fooling whom this week?
Here's New L.A., root for all the great taste you've come to expect from Anheuser-Busch.
You've shaped this world and changed it, made it better, rearranged it, in the way you think and what you drink and everything you do.
Say L.A. for a great tasting beer with that one slight difference that won't slow you down.
For the way you live your life today.